Okay, so you guys chose the mask, and it was a very interesting energy I was channeling for this pile here. And that was there was a lot of feelings of not being able to express yourself honestly because you're not confident of the outcome. And so you try your hardest to bend and mold to your environment with your person in order to maintain this relationship. And I feel that it's becoming increasingly exhausting for you. You wear your mask so beautifully, guys. There is a true element of yourself that comes out, but I feel that somewhere along the line, you don't share your deepest, darkest emotions with your person. And there is only so long that you can do that for in a relationship. Being honest and allowing yourself to be vulnerable is a necessary part of evolving in a relationship. Otherwise, you're just putting a wedge between the two of you, and because you're not being your true self, you get lost in the process. You become resentful when when your partner or our partners, let's say, don't deliver the way we want them to, even though we haven't expressed it the way it needs to be expressed, even though we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable and continually put ourselves out there and try new things out of fear of being let down, right? So this was the type of energy I was channeling for you guys. So let's have a look. So the first card is about surrendering, how we're going to work through this space of resistance at this time, how we're going to work through this space where you're feeling a lot of push and pull, let's say, right? Surrender, obsessive thinking. Should I have the apple or should I not have the apple? That's all I see here. What do I do? If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So, what I'm getting from that, guys, along with the messages that I was channeling, is that in order for you to take this weight from inside you and allow yourself to unblock your own self and get out of your own way and get out of your own fears, is by really saying, I'm going to put this aside for now. I'm going to rest. I'm going to do things that I love. I'm going to um, do things that make me happy, that make me smile, that, feed my spirit. And I'm going to focus on those things rather than obsessing on the things that I can't control outside of me, how someone else feels. By doing that, I feel your confidence will start to build, your vibration will lift, and you will start to feel a little bit more relaxed. Okay? Very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. It's almost like when we're not being ourselves and we're withdrawing, we're blocking our true feelings from someone, then there are so many illusions that we start to build in our own head, and the obsessive thinking starts because your person does something and you start to take it in a completely different way, and you start to really mull it over in your head. Meanwhile, you're not communicating because you either are, you're not confident in what you're going to say. You don't think that, you think that you may be judged. They may think that, you're not, that it's silly, like these types of feelings, so you don't express it. Meanwhile, your brain is going like haywire and absolutely nuts trying to put all this together. Spirit saying, just surrender it. Maybe in that moment, turn on a more playful type of energy towards your person. Change the mood. Don't, instead of retracting your energy and withdrawing, maybe switch it up a little bit and add some fun into it. Don't know why I got that, I just did. And it all has to do with what makes you deeply happy, guys. The bottom line is that your not communicating, I feel, what's making you truly, truly happy. You're trying to figure out how you're going to get there with this person without rocking the waters. You really care about this person and you want the longevity. You want this relationship. But there are fears that are holding you back from being your true self. Is it because you feel you're not worthy? Is that what's going on? Is it because you feel they may, is it that feeling of if I don't if I don't say anything and if I ignore it, maybe it'll go away. By not being confrontational, I'm keeping the peace. If I argue with them, they may walk away. It just depends on their energy as well, right? But that's the kind of feeling I'm getting, really holding yourself back from expressing your emotions, okay? Really in control of, there is so much love there. There is so much love behind this mask. And the thought of thought of you approaching your person and speaking your truth of what is deep down inside, and them not reciprocating in a way that would make you feel happy is devastating to you. So what I'm getting here is that quite possibly, guys, you guys have been through cycles where there has been some disappointment, okay? And through those disappointments, through those confrontations, you slowly started to withdraw your energy and how you were truly feeling, because with each confrontation, you had a different realization about your person. And those realizations were quite hurtful to you. I believe that what you saw it to be at face value was not the case. And so you withdrew your energy and you're really trying to tap into your intuition and understand where you've gone wrong, why you didn't pick up on certain signs, why you're not clicking and connecting in the way that you believe you are. So maybe these confrontations catch you totally left field. What they come at you with is like, oh my gosh, I never ever thought you felt that way. That is news to me. Like, even in those moments where you think to yourself, pardon me, where you think to yourself, you approach them and you have a conversation with them and it escalates into an argument, and all of a sudden they say something about the way you've done or gone about it, and you're like, I never thought of it that way. They were not my intentions. It's like total misunderstandings, right? That's what I'm getting here. Now, to finish this off, obviously this is going by withdrawing your energy and not being your true self. It's going to eat you up inside. At one point, you're going to explode or implode. It's not going to bring you guys closer together. But what I'm feeling you're doing here is you're trying to regain your strength. You're trying to regain your inner compass, knowing that you still want to stay with this person, and you're assessing the situation to see how you can move forward and get out of this space of stagnancy with your person without destroying it. I feel that this relationship's quite fragile at the moment. Spirit is saying surrender obsessive overthinking. Surrender obsessive thinking, sorry. Start doing things that make you feel happy within yourself solo, if that's what you need to do, so that you can start to feel like yourself again. Start that process of self-exploration that will allow you to connect with your higher self, with your intuition, with your passion, with your creativity. Okay, so you can start to build your personal strength and your personal power and your confidence. What they want you to know as you move forward. Oh my gosh. The whole time, this is what I've been saying. What they want you to know, as you move through this space of really feeling resistance, of really feeling discomfort, of that real uneasy in the gut, anxious feeling that you're getting, is that there is a process that you're going, that they're calling on you to be confident. This is what's happening. This is what they're wanting you to know. We're pushing you to gain your confidence because it's necessary for you to evolve with or without this person. Withdrawing your energy is not going to help you gain your confidence. Right? So let's read the description from the book. I'm just blown away by that. To be honest with you, just totally blown away. Perhaps you're not aware of how great you really are. Yeah. Maybe you have been doubting yourself or your purpose in life. Have you been questioning whether you are enough, good enough, able or worthy? In some way you are in need of confidence boost. And this is Spirit's way of telling you that you are doing just fine. Spirit believes in you and you need to believe in yourself too. Believe in yourself, guys. I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself too. It will take time and effort on your part, but the rewards of having self-confidence will be well worth it. This fear, what I'm getting here, is this fear of taking off this mask that you have so carefully put together is consuming you, and how it's going to being your true self, how it's going to affect the outcome of this union is truly worrying you. Maybe there is a need to be honest here, guys. Has something happened that you're not telling your person and you're afraid to tell them? Have you already made a decision and you haven't told them and you're afraid of the repercussions? Is this what is going on with your person? Apply those questions however they fit with you or how they feel they fit. All I'm getting here, whether it's you, whether it's them, whatever has happened, Spirit wants you to be confident in knowing that you are enough and that you're well worth it. You may not do things perfectly, of course. You will make a mistake or you make mistakes. But mistakes are simply opportunities to learn how to do things differently. And I feel that there may have been a mistake made here. Or I feel that there may have been mistakes made during confrontations and things said that were not, in the best. They came, you may have lashed out. Your person may have lashed out. This is an area you really want to focus on, really want to focus in improving in. That's okay. How are you going to improve on it or know that you need to improve on it if it doesn't actually happen, right? Don't be so hard on yourselves. That's what I'm getting. Seeing another person's gifts, talents, abilities and success is much easier than seeing your own. This is a cosmic mirror from the universe and it is reflecting back to you all the incredible qualities that you really do have. Sometimes we just have to fake it till we make it. Right? Fake it till we make it. And that is what you are being asked to do. Just try on the suit of confidence. See how it fits and how it feels. You do have what it takes. You are just as gifted and wonderful as any other person. Now it is time for you to feel confident about you. It's important to note though that too much confidence or over faking it can actually come across as arrogance. Heaven knows you are far from arrogant, so go gently with it. It isn't about proving anything anything to yourself or others. It's about knowing that you're important in Spirit's plan and that you're worthy. Who you are and what you have to offer is so very important. It's time for you to believe in you the way Spirit believes in you. Now, to close this off, guys, what I really feel is that, you know how we're saying start doing things to lift your vibration from focusing and overthinking about those triggers. You know, when it comes close to confrontation and you withdraw your energy and you put on this mask, I'm feeling that instead of putting on this mask that you've been putting on, put on that suit of confidence and turn that moment around. You know, change it up, flip the coin, add some playfulness into it. Do the things that make you shine in that moment, put a smile on your face or your person's. Enjoy your life aside from whatever it is that is causing this obsessive thinking. For one moment, for 5 minutes, surrender it to Spirit. As you exercise this new approach and I want you to physically imagine putting on a suit of confidence. As you exercise this approach, that 1 minute that you flip it up and change it up for before you revert to what you're used to, which is totally fine. As you exercise that 1 minute turns into 5 minutes. That suit of confidence stays on. That 5 minutes will turn into an hour. That hour and so will turn into 2, and so forth and so forth. And before you know it, you won't even have to imagine putting on that suit of confidence. Wishing you all the very best, guys. As always, please do comment below because, as I say, I'm nosy and I love reading your comments and I love connecting with you guys. So, bye for now. So we have got the dandelion. I was getting a very whimsical, very, it's almost like when it comes to your relationship, I feel that you're really looking at it through rose-colored glasses. There may be some things here that you are neglecting to see. Now, that doesn't have to be negative, right? I feel that the reality is very different to what your reality is inside of you. The way you're processing information may be very different to where your partner's processing information. You guys may be coming at each other from very different angles. I sense a lot of optimism here. Or if that's not the case, what I'm also sensing, and we'll see, is that there was a time where you were extremely optimistic, where you wore those rose-colored glasses, and reality came crashing down on you like a ton of bricks. And I feel that moving forward, you are a lot more realistic and you take things for face value. You don't trust the first thing that comes out of your partner's mind. In fact, you process the information, you analyze it, which isn't a great energy to be in with your partner, right? Ultimately, what we really want to feel is we want to feel confident in everything they say. So let's have a look at how this ties in with you guys. Now, the first card that we've got here is about what energy you need to surrender to really start this process of shifting out of an energy of stagnation or whatever it is that brings you here today. That energy of not being able, the uncertainty, because this is what I'm getting for you guys. Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. I don't know, but hope, faith, dandelion, make a wish. This is what I'm getting. There is this sense where there was so much beauty, or what you thought was beauty, at one point with your person, and darkness has fallen, and the faith and the hope and the wishes and the dreams, they're scattered, they're shattered. Something has definitely happened and it's left you feeling extremely worried. Now, we all know that worry doesn't get us anywhere, right? But let's be honest, we're freaking human beings and we're going to experience worry. And having someone tell you, don't worry about it, give it to spirit, give it to so and so, whatever your belief system is so much easier said than done. We're in the feeling, we're upset, we're going to freaking worry about it, okay? And so I'm all for experiencing the emotion and leaning into that energy. So what I'm getting when I look into this card is that at this present moment you may be worried about a million and one different things. What I'm seeing here is a girl that's wearing a wedding dress. Has something happened? Were you engaged? Was there a hope of that and those dreams are now shattered? Right? This is what I'm getting. But yeah, back to what I was saying, like this worrying, I feel that it is unfocused worry. It's just worry. There are so many different things that have caused you to worry about this situation that you are not processing each one of them or any of them because the anxiety is too much for you to be able to hold on to a thought for too long. It's like the thoughts enter your head and they escape you, but the worry remains constantly. And the message I'm getting here, guys, when I look at this is, you know what? Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety driven life. When worries arrive, breathe them out of your body. What I'm getting here is the worry comes, lean into the energy, try and understand, sit with that worry, and try and understand what you're actually worried about. That is a very uncomfortable space to be. I totally get that. But the only way you're going to be able to breathe it out is if you can focus on the power of your own, like have faith in your ability to be able to actually work through that difficult space as much as you want to resist it. Because I don't know, but the feeling I'm getting, guys, is when we're anxious and when we're really worried, the people that I'm connecting with, the thought of actually unpacking this and peeling back the layers is a little bit too much to bear. So let's have a look at how this ties in. Okay. So there is this feeling that, you know, everything that you have worked towards with this person, worked so you were almost there. I feel like you guys were almost there and it was so amazing and you enjoyed all the time. You put so much love and dedication and effort and you poured your essence of who you were into creating this union, and I feel that all of a sudden it was taken away from you. And now you're just left with this, well, where to from here? Spirit is asking you to, I want you guys, for those of you that this message resonates with, right? And if it doesn't resonate, then obviously this reading's not for you. But if you can take a screenshot of that, and you can refer back to this as you work through this process. If you could take the time to commit to yourself that when the worry reaches a point where you experience a shortness of breath and you start to feel really anxious, really try and grasp that thought in that moment that's causing that. Write it down. If you don't want to experience it, if it makes you feel way too anxious to work through it, just write it down. Come back to it later when you're not feeling so worried, when you're, so anxious, when it's not like choking you and suffocating you. Come back to it when you're feeling in a better headspace. When you're feeling a little bit calmer, that's probably the best time to try and peel back that layer and really start to understand how you're going to work through this space, right? How you're going to work through this loss that you're feeling, this emptiness that you're now feeling. Because it is heavy energy. And let's be honest, this is what you're currently experiencing. And I would love to say to you that it's going to get better. But the reality is that there is a process that needs to be followed. It may get better, but it may not. but these are the tools that I'm guided to give you to work through this difficult time. I hope that makes sense for you, right? All right, so let's have a look at the message Spirit wants you to know, to help you stay focused, to help you have faith and hope and belief in yourself. And that is integrity. And I can't tell you how many times out of a whole deck this card has shown up. It just keeps showing up in my readings. So this must be a collective, it must be something that we're vibrating on as a collective, and that we're either needing to embrace or remember about ourselves. And I see the color yellow, personal power, the solar plexus. So maybe some meditation on the solar plexus will be really, really helpful for you. As to start to clear your mind and to really start putting some peace and start a healing process within yourself. Meditating often on the solar plexus. There is many guided meditations on YouTube that you can do for that. And so that's what I see, and it's all about gaining that personal power, knowing that you can get through this, knowing that your hope and your faith doesn't lie within someone else, guys. It's yours. It lives in you, and that it's momentarily, maybe the flame's gone out on hope and faith, but it's not, those soul embers, they're still there. We just need to remember to ignite them when we're ready. So that's what I'm getting from this. Embrace your integrity. You are a person of integrity. You have potentially reached this point and feel so deeply as you do because you acted from utmost integrity, and you came from a place of dignity. And it astounds you that others don't come in the same. Those rose-colored glasses are coming off. And you're realizing that just because you are a person of integrity, it does not mean that everybody else operates the same as you do. So let's read from the book, because I can just go on forever, and I'm sure you don't want me to do that, right? This card comes to you today because your own sense of integrity is strong. Yeah, I was getting that, like very strong, very, very strong. And so the fall for you was a lot harder because you truly believe that because it's a part of your core essence of who you are. It comes so naturally to you. You think that it comes so naturally to others. It takes an enormous amount of confidence to come from a place of integrity. I wouldn't be surprised if you made a decision to walk away from someone, or are considering walking away from someone out of a place of integrity and out of a place of injustice, and really, really holding true to your value system, right? Do not doubt yourself or allow someone else to shake you with accusations should that be the case. Your integrity demands that you do what feels right. This is because your integrity is directly connected to your spiritual sense of direction, much like a compass. It helps you align with divine plan and take right action. One of Spirit's ways of guiding us is through our integrity. It's important for you to remember that whatever action you have taken, it was with the best intention, regardless of the outcome. Yeah, I hear ya. At the end of the day, it's between you and God, no one else. Keep that in mind. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It only matters what you think. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at this girl on a swing in her wedding dress, and I just think, well, it's a white dress, and I feel like it's a wedding dress. And I'm just thinking, did you make a decision to walk away from someone that you were engaged to, potentially, that you were due to get married to, because they didn't act out of a place of integrity? They did something that didn't align with you, and you made a decision that you were going to take off those rose-colored glasses, and even if it was as painful as it is, you still made that decision because it was the right thing to do. Your heart is good. Do not allow any outside influence to leave you questioning it. Spirit does not. Carry on doing what you are doing. Just stay true to what you feel is right. That is all anyone can ever ask of you. Often the integrity card comes to those who are here to do important work on Spirit's behalf. These people are strongly guided by their integrity. You are one of them, and sometimes your strengths and gifts are tested so you can discover for yourself just how strong they are within you. This card may also come to you if you are trying to deal with someone who is out of alignment with their personal integrity. Regardless of what takes place, do not deviate from your own sense of integrity as you deal with the situation, and do not attempt to fix or change the other person. Send them love and forgive them as best you can, while you remain strong in your own truth and integrity. Wow, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm actually sending you many healing thoughts and prayers. This is a difficult transition. You know, those of us that have very strong moral values and have a strong, belief system, I truly believe have the need or the feeling to sacrifice a lot of what they care about to stay in alignment with those. And and sacrificing things we love and care about is one of the hardest things to do. This is what I'm getting here. Ignoring it, bending to someone's will, trying to fit in to someone's. I'm not saying don't compromise. I'm saying becoming very relaxed with your morals and your values is much easier. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Best of luck. As always, please do comment below because I'm nosy and I love, love, love reading your comments. It helps me stay connected with you guys. Bye for now.